Yes, children, very good morning. Had your lunch, breakfast. Hope your sound is very healthy. What did you had in your breakfast? Good, idli. Yes, dosa. Then sandwich. Wow, wonderful. My mouth is watering. Now, children, tell me now how you have everything to eat. You every day you eat varieties of things. Every day you get varieties of clothes to wear. Every day you go everywhere. You go to picnic. You have everything. Yes, you all. But there are some children. There are some children. There are some people who who don't even get the bread to eat. Okay, so what is that? How we should treat such children? How we should be one? How we should be close? That is how we should be close to each other. How we should treat everyone equally, one and the same. That we learn in today's lesson. That is what the children. Today's what the poet says in this poem. What exactly how we should be happy. Now children, most of the people, most of the students, they don't have anything. No good house. They don't have, they have very little to eat, but still they are happy. Some of the children, they don't have a good house. They don't have too much to eat. They have very little to do. They don't have very little clothes. They have only 2 pairs of clothes to wear. Right? But such children are very happy. Such children are very happy with what they have. So that is what in this poem, that is what the poet explains in this poem. That is what the poet tries to explain, that we should be happy to what we have. We should treat each and everyone equally, one and the same. We should not compare each other. We should not discriminate each other, and we should be treat each other as a human. So what is that exactly the poet is going to say? What poet is saying in this poem today? Let us learn today's poem. That is poem number 2, that is Foreign Children. What is that today's poem? Foreign Children. What is today's poem, children? Foreign Children. Yeah. So let us take your textbook, children. Let us take the textbook and let us take the textbook and let us learn who are the foreign children that poet is talking to. Yes. Now see, children, these are some foreign children that poet is talking to. Now these are Japanese, this is Eskimo, and this is the Sioux. This is the Turkey. Now what poet is telling? So let us see. They all are different people. They all are dressed up differently. Right? So here the poet is trying to say that even we are different people, even we stay differently, even we are dressed up differently, we should treat each other equally one. And we should be happy to what we have. So let us learn. Now, let us learn the poem. And you also repeat after me, children. Okay? Little Indian, Sioux or Crow, Little Frosty Eskimo, Little Turk or Japanese. Oh, don't you wish that you were me? You have seen the scarlet trees and the lion overseas. So children, as I showed you the pictures of different nations, of the different people of the different countries, of the different places. So here the poet says, little Indian, that Indian, the foreign children there are Indian, there are Sioux. Sioux means the people from North America. The people from North America, they are called Sioux, or a crow. Some people, crow, blackbird. North America, a little frosty Eskimo. You know Eskimos? You know children Eskimos? You know Eskimos children? The Eskimos, they are on they stay in an igloo. Igloo is made with the block of the ice. They stay in the snow region. They stay in the region, the place covered with the snow, right? Do they lead, do they have the same lifestyle the way we have? No. Now, the Eskimos, what it says, the Eskimos who stay in the snow region, who stay in the places covered with the snow region, they are fully covered with the sweater, hand gloves and everything. They stay in igloo which is made with the full of ice block, right? And those are called Eskimos. So, little Turk or Japanese. He says that the Eskimos, the Turk, the Japanese people, the Turkey people, the Sioux, the people from North America, they are like black, they are the dark skinned people, okay? Dark skinned people, the Indian people, don't you think you are me? Means he says, don't you think that you're just like me? As you are a human being, even I am also a human being. Why we should discriminate? Why we should make differences among human beings? Though you are Indian, though you are from Turk, though you are from Japan, though you are an Eskimo, right? Why we should make differences among us, like giving the names? We all are human beings. We all are human beings. We should treat each and everyone. We should treat each and everyone one and the same. You must be having different food. You must be having different drinks. Your lifestyle must be different. You stay in different place. Your lifestyle is different. But here my lifestyle is also as different from you. So why to make differences? You should be happy for what we have. Why we should make comparison and differences among you both? Why we should make comparison among us? That she has this thing, she eat this. Why we should tell? We should be happy with what we have. You have seen the scarlet trees. Now, you all have seen the scarlet trees. Scarlet trees means what, children? Scarlet trees, there are some trees, in some places, there are trees with the red leaves. Some trees, now this is the scarlet trees. These trees are with the red leaves. They are with the red leaves. The trees with the red leaves. Now, just as a tree. Now there is a tree. Does the trees make any differences? Now trees also. Now suppose this is a tree. Suppose this is a tree. This tree gives the shade. It provides oxygen. It gives the shade to each and every one. Now whoever is the person who is tired, he will sit down below the shade of the tree. Now just the tree gives the shade, just the tree provides oxygen. Does it make difference? Does it make difference among the people? No. Tree also provides shade to everyone. Like that, we as a human being, we should be also helpful to everyone. Like we as a human being, we should not differentiate, we should not discriminate, we should treat and help each and everyone, treat everyone equally. You have seen the lion overseas. Now, lion as the king of a jungle. Now, lion is a king of a jungle. Yes, we all have seen lion, but we can't go in jungle. Now, lion as a king of a jungle. Does the lion discriminate? Lion eats the grass and water. Does the lion eat the fruits? No. Lion, tiger, they all will attack human being or they will attack the other animal. So, that is what the poet is saying. Lion makes the differentiate among the people, among the food. Lion makes the differentiate among the food. Lion will have only the other animal or they will have the human being. And you have seen the lion overseas. Lion overseas. Now, if you are feeling thirsty, now there is the sea water. There is the sea water, okay. Now this river water, now this water Water is provided to everyone. We all get to drink the water. Is it that water does differences among the people? We all go and drink the water. Water is same for everyone. So that is what poet says, that let us not make any differences. Let us treat everyone one. Just like tree gives the shade to all the human beings, water provides water. It quenches the thirst of everyone without making differences. We will also treat everyone equally. You have eaten an ostrich egg and turned the turtles off their legs. Such a life is very beautiful, very fine, but it's not as nice as mine. You must have often, as you trod, have wearied not to be abroad. So, here children, what does he says? The poet says, now like, he says, you have eaten ostrich eggs and turned the turtles off their legs. Such a life is very fine, but it's not as nice as mine. So here, what he says, now, there are some people, now some children, they eat varieties of food, they wear varieties of clothes, they enjoy varieties of picnic. But some children, they don't get all these things. Some children, they don't get a food to eat. Some children eat the leftover food which is made 2 days before. Some children eat the leftover food which is made yesterday's, which is made 1 day back. Some children wear torn dress. Some children wear the dress given by others which is not even in a good state. Yes, so these children, some children they don't like, some children don't feel jealous about it. They say, if I don't have good clothes, if I don't have a good house, if I don't get to enjoy picnic, well and good. I am happy with what I have. I am happy with what I have. I wear a torn clothes. At least I have something to cover my body. My house is not good. At least I have a shelter in my house. At least I have a shelter. At least I have a place to take shelter. I have my family. I am getting a food. I am not getting a fresh food, but I am getting a leftover food of 2 days, which is done 2 days back. At least something I have eaten. So here here the poet is exactly trying to say in this poem. He is telling, you have eaten ostrich egg. You have turned the turtles off their legs. Such life is fine. That is what he is telling. That is what the poet is trying to say. You must have eaten ostrich eggs. Means you must have eaten ostrich egg. You must have eaten many types of eggs. You must have eaten many types of meat. You must have eaten many types of varieties of food. The turtles off their legs. You must have seen and turned the turtle. You must have seen the turtle. Have you seen how the turtle walks? How the turtle walks? Have you seen the turtle taking its leg inside its shell? Right? You must have seen. You must have gone to aquarium. You must have gone to many places where there is a big aquarium. You must have seen the tortoise moving very slowly, taking its leg inside the shell. Some people, they don't even get to see that. So, that is wonderful. Those children who has many things to do, who has many things to eat, who has many clothes to wear, who has enough of money to enjoy the different trips, it is very good. But it's not as nice as mine. But it is not as nice as mine. Means even I am happy with what I am. Poet is telling, I am very happy with what I have. I am very happy to what little I have to do. I am very happy to what little I have to wear and very little what I have to eat. Yes. So you must you must often as you trod have worried not to be abroad. You have curious things to eat. I am fed on the proper meat. Yes. So children, that is what poet is telling. You must often as you trod. I have worried not to be abroad. Means what? Poet is trying to tell you must have walked. Trod means what? To walk. What do you mean by trod? Children, what do you mean by trod, children? Trod means walk. Trod means to walk. You must have walked. Means what? People walk and people have worried not to be. Worried means what? What do you mean by worried, children? What do you mean by worried? Cause to become tired. Cause to become tired. What do you mean by worried? Cause to become tired. Means what? What poem is telling? You walk. You keep on walking. You walk continuously. But you don't get tired. You don't think of getting tired. Why? Because you have to walk. You have to work continuously for the good. You have to be keep on working. You have to be keep on walking. Okay, even if you walk, you don't try to be get tired. You walk, you work continuously for the good to earn, right? You have curious things to eat. I am fed on the proper meat. Means what? Poet is telling that you have varieties things to eat. You have pizza, burger, sandwich, ice cream, cake, soup, breadsticks, too much of things to eat. Too much of things to eat you have. Pani puri, bhel puri, many things to eat. Many charts to eat. But I'm fed on the proper meat. Means poet is telling I'm very happy to eat that one meat every day. I'm happy with it. Which gives us energy, which gives us strength. Right? You must dwell beyond the foam. But I'm safe and live at home. Means what is a dwell? Dwell means what, children? What do you mean by dwell? What do you mean by dwell? Dwell means to stay at one place. Dwell means what? Stay at one place. Dwell means to stay at one place. Dwell means what, children? To stay at one place. Right? So, here poet says you stay at one place beyond the foam. Beyond the foam means you stay at one place. Beyond the foam means that foam, that soap water. If you mix soap and water, you make a lather, right? Nore. In Kannada, na Kannada foam aga nore antivi. Soap in nore. Sabon adu nore antivi. Adaka foam antar English naga. Okay. So foam, he says that you dwell at one place. You must dwell. Means you stay at one place and beyond the foam. You stay at one place. You stay at one place means what? Children, poet is telling you stay at one place. You stay at one place. You go here and there. You change the places. Sometimes you change the place. There are some people who keep on changing the places. Some people have transfer job. They keep on changing the places. Right? So, here, but I am safe. But poet says I am only at the one place. I don't have to go here and there. I don't have to change the place. I don't have to shift the place. So I am safe and I live here and safe and sound in my place. Little Indian Sioux or Crow, little frosty Eskimo, but little Turk or Japanese, don't you wish you were me? So what he is telling? Poet is telling, so Indian, the Turks, the Japanese, Whatever you have, you should be happy with what you have. Okay, you should not compare with each other. That is what we will treat everyone equally. We will, whatever we have, we will be happy with whatever we have, and we should not get disheartened. That is what the poet says, and today's poem, that foreign children. Okay, children, learn the learn the poem loudly at your place. Children, yes children, thank you.